Today, I want to talk about 3 reasons why no contact can help you to get back together with your ex. First of all, folks, I'm Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. I would ask if you're new to the channel and you get value here, smash that subscribe button, tick the bell icon, that way you'll be notified when I upload new content. Also, I would ask you to leave a comment, give me a thumbs up if you like what I have to say. Would appreciate it. But let's get right into the content. 3 reasons why no contact can help you get back together with an ex. Reason number 1, it can help your ex to miss you. Now please understand, missing you alone is not enough. Missing you simply means that they miss you. They probably miss you anyway, but it can help them miss you in a different way. Your ex is probably used to talking to you on a daily basis, getting texts from you on a daily basis, things like this, maybe a good morning text, a good night text, in the middle of the day, love you text or miss you text, these kind of things, or phone calls, the phone calls. They're used to the communication, they're used to the day-to-day routine of the relationship, okay? And all of a sudden, no contact, you break that. You break off that contact. And it's not done mean or spite or anything like that, but you break off that contact. Your ex broke up with you because they wanted to know what life was like without you. Let them experience life without you. If you try to maintain a friendship and you try to stay in there, they can wean themselves off of you slowly until they don't really need you around anymore. So no contact, immediate no contact, is going to help them to realize what life is like without you in it. That being said, you don't want an ex to come back out of fear. You don't want to manipulate an ex to come back. You don't want to trick an ex to come back. But no contact gives them a realistic picture of what it's going to be like without you in their life. Now, what do I mean by no contact? Well, no contact means just what it sounds like. You're not going to reach out to your ex at all. You're going to set a period of time, anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 weeks or 8 weeks even, depending on how bad the breakup was, how long you two were together, but a minimum of 2 weeks. This gives them the opportunity to really, to really think about it and to experience life, like I say, without you. They wrap their head around that and they feel what it's like for you not to be there for them. Reason number 2 is because it can help your ex to question the relationship and their part in the breakup of the relationship. Now, you obviously need to work on yourself and consider your part in the breakup as well, but it helps them to rethink it. They're probably expecting you to chase them down, maybe to beg, to plead, to no, please don't do this, to call them 17 times. Some people will do that just so they can get that reaction, they maintain a feeling of control. But that's not what we're looking at here. What you're doing is it will help them to question, maybe they weren't that important. Now, you don't want to give them the impression that, hey, you're just not that important, but you want to give the impression that, you know what, your life is going to go on, whether they're in it or not, that you are good by yourself if you need to be. And it will make them question. They'll stop and they'll look at it because they're not used to it again. And reason number 3 why no contact can help you get back together with your ex, here it comes, folks, and this is probably the most important one. It helps you to have some time to work on yourself without their influence. Oh God, here we go, working on ourselves again. It's important, people. It's the most important thing you can do when it comes to get back with an ex. I have seen this happen time and time again where people don't work on themselves. Oftentimes an ex will come back anyway. After a while they realize, hey, this wasn't right. Maybe I didn't do the right thing. Maybe I really do miss this person and I want to be back with them. And they will come back, only to find out 2 or 3 weeks later, they're back in the same relationship they left a couple of weeks before. So you've got to work on yourself. You've got to make some changes. You can't change your ex. You can't make changes for your ex. Your ex is going to need to make some changes too. And somewhere down the road, hopefully if you get back together, these things can be talked through and you can figure out what each other needs and work on yourselves from there. But for right now, you need to spend time working on yourself. And it's without the influence of the ex. This is what's important. And hey, I'm going to ask you, if you've done this, leave a comment down below. If you don't mind, just say, I've done it. I've been there. Have you ever looked at your phone and just agonized for 20 minutes, a half an hour, 45 minutes, what you're going to say? You want to say the right thing. You want to say the perfect thing. You want to not make a mistake. You're watching Hollywood movies and you're going, hey, this is, you want to say that perfect line out of a movie somewhere, Hollywood's got it wrong. I'd love to see some of those relationships 2 weeks down the road that got back together on, right at the end of the movie, because they probably fall apart. You're not going to say the perfect thing. There is no perfect word. There is no perfect thing to say. Your ex needs some time and space to figure out what's going on. You need some time and space to figure out what's going on. If you take a minimum of 2 weeks, preferably maybe 30 days, if you take a minimum of 2 weeks though, and you're not worried about what to say or how you're going to say it to your ex, coming up with that perfect thing to say, you can spend time focusing on yourself, on who you are and what you want and what you can do better. I have some other videos on what to do if your ex does contact you during no contact. No problem at all. You can watch those. I'll link one of those up in the corner at the end of the video. Watch for that. But it's not about what you say. Now, no contact includes not contacting them on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever. Nothing like that. Don't be liking that. And don't try and pass messages through mutual friends. I've seen this happen and it backfires quite often. I'm not a big fan of the jealousy. Jealousy can work a little bit, but again, it's kind of a trick, kind of manipulation, and I don't think we want to manipulate our ex back into our life. I knew when I was broken up, I didn't want my ex to come back because of fear. I didn't want her to fear she was going to lose me. I didn't want her to come back out of fear. I wanted her to come back because she loved me and because she felt there was more of a story to tell there. And that's what we hope your ex is feeling. They love you and there's more of a story to tell there. Now, not all relationships are meant to last. I mean, it's unfortunate, and I don't think all relationships should. I've seen people break up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times before, and they just keep going back, and again, they keep going back right into the same relationship they left a while ago. So you have to do some real soul searching during this period of time. Don't go out and date a bunch of women posting pictures, or a bunch of guys posting a bunch of pictures all over your Instagram for your ex to see. If you're going to go out and try and get into a rebound relationship just to rub it in your ex's face, it's not going to work. I mean, it may work, but it's going to be a temporary fix. Like I said, they're going to come back out of fear 2 months down the road, a month down the road. They're going to realize this is the same person I left a couple of months ago. So there's that. Anyway, folks, that's what I have to say tonight. Just got back from a trip. I was up in Pennsylvania visiting family for Thanksgiving. Check the description down below. Got a couple of free ebooks down there you can download. My personal email address is down there as well. If you have relationship questions, please go ahead and send me an email. I'd love to get those. Love to see what's going on out there. And again, if you like what I had to say, you want me to talk about something in particular, leave it in the comment section down below. Until next time, folks, I'm Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. Have a good night.